Hello family, welcome back to Naturally. If you are new to the channel, please do well to subscribe. In this video, we are doing a powerful hair growth butter, and our first ingredient is shea butter. Like, you can't do hair butter without any form of butter. You can decide to use cocoa butter. You can decide to also use any butter of your choice. There's cocoa butter, there's cacao butter, different types of butter, but I'm using shea butter because that is what I have available. Shea butter does very well in keeping the moisture in your hair. Right now we are in the dry season, it's a bit fritzy, so when you have something moisturized, shea butter is something you should think about. So yes, I do the double boiler method of shea butter. I put it in, like, as you can see in the video, this is the double boiler method. Some people use a microwave to melt the shea butter, but it is not safe, or it's not advisable, because the radiation in the microwave tends to extract the nutrients in the shea butter. That's why you don't need to use a microwave. Our second ingredient is amla powder. Like, amla powder is an Indian secret in growing hair. Amla is very nutritious because it has a lot of vitamins and minerals along in it, like they are present in amla powder, which helps increase the blood circulation on the scalp, which stimulates hair growth. Right after the amla powder infuses into the oil, I go ahead and sieve it. I forgot to record that part, but then I sieve it and then refrigerate it. So this is 15 minutes after refrigerating my amla and then shea butter. And as you can see, it is looking so lovely, like really nice. I waxed it until the color changed. Like, you can tell that the color is becoming lighter and lighter. And don't worry about it feeling so light. It will feel really light, but it is not light at all. Like, it will harden up after you leave it to sit down for a while. So don't forget about the texture, because it will harden up. Right here, you can see that the color of the butter has changed a bit. It has become lighter than it was initially, and also it is beginning to thicken up a bit. From here, I go in and add my growth oil. My growth oil is what I have available, what I use on my scalp or what I use on my hair. I add my neem growth oil. This is made up of neem and other infused potent herbs. You can decide to add as much oil as you want the thickness of your hair butter to be. I don't want it so thick and I don't want it so light. But then when it sits for a while, it becomes very thick or very hard. So you need to add more oil in order to soften it a bit. Can you see my butter is really looking so nice? Like, it's looking very nice. And I was really excited about it. If you could tell from the look of my face, I was really excited about it. This is my last whisk, just to combine everything together so I don't have lumps in my hair butter. Don't worry about the lumps. When you whisk it a lot of times, it's going to clear off. When I'm done, I transfer the hair butter into any container of my choice where I'll be applying it into my hair through. So this is any container you have. You can use an old container and wash it nicely and then transfer your hair butter into it. Right from here, you could tell how soft the hair butter is. Like, it's really sits well on the skin. You could tell how it just melted when I applied it on my skin. You don't need to use so much because it's going to over grease your hair, so just a little goes a long way. This butter goes a long way. So this is me. I am getting ready to apply this potent hair butter into my natural hair. I've already sectioned my hair into 4 major sections so that I'll deal with the sections individually. I have my hair growth oil alongside with my hair butter, and this is how I apply it into my hair. You can decide to apply it on the scalp because this is not a very thick butter. It really melts on the skin, and it includes potent ingredients. So apply it on your scalp has no negative effect. It will not really harm your scalp or anything. I have a video on the channel on how I prepared this hair growth spray, and I'll add the link in the description so that you can also prepare some as well. I always go in with finger detangler because I just love finger detangler. It is much easier for me than combing. Even though it's time consuming, I prefer finger detangling to combing. So I finger detangle my whole hair and then I apply the hair butter to it, and you could tell how my hair suddenly became moisturized. It is very important to make sure that your hair is moistened up before you apply your butter, else oil will sit on the surface. Oil is always on the surface. Oil is very light and water is denser. So if you don't apply water or moisture into your hair first, oil is just going to sit on the surface and it's not going to moisturize your hair. Please take note of this. So please make sure your hair is well moisturized before you apply this hair butter. I said earlier that you should also apply some on your scalp because this is not a heavy butter and it's not going to harm your scalp or anything. So apply some on your scalp. You can decide to do this moisturizing. I try to do it like 3 times in a week or 4 times in a week, depending on how dry my hair feels, and also depending on how dry your hair feels or your hair is. Some people have a highly porous hair like me, meaning my hair gets dry very fast. So then I cannot say I'll do this once a week, and when I do this once a week, I'm going to have a lot of breakage because by then my hair will be very dry. So I do it like 3 or 4 times in a week. That is if I am still rocking my hair like this. But if I'm in braids, I only go in with my hair oil and I'm good to go. When you follow me for a while now, I've been talking about my dandruff, with which I'm still dealing or fighting with, and I'll be adding pictures of it now into this video. And I know that I'll eventually come through with this condition. Yes, even though when I was googling, like searching a lot, doing a lot of research, it says that there's no cure for dandruff, but I know people who have come out of it, like they have really survived this dandruff journey. So I'll be adding pictures of my dandruff in this video so that later in life you can come and check and see that I really have healed or have cured this dandruff. So yeah, please focus on massaging the scalp so that the herbs will infuse and penetrate into the pores in your hair and transfer this nutrient into your hair follicles. Guys, this is my moisture routine. I do 3 or 4 times in a week. That is depending on how my hair is. I usually twist my hair, like to twist my hair, but then I've realized that braiding it rather keeps the moisture in for a longer period. And we are in a dry season and you'd want to keep the moisture in your hair for a longer period. So braiding it is always the way to go. So these days I have been braiding my hair. And secondly, because my hair has become longer, and so braiding it rather keeps it out of the way, like it doesn't really fall on my face like when I twist it. Let me know what you think about this video. Have you tried this before? Is it something worth trying? Have you seen any of my hair recipes for natural hair growth? If you haven't, please do. There are lots of educational content on it. And please comment what you think about this video. Is it something you'll be trying yourself at home, or you can't really tell if you'll do it later in life? Or just let me know what you think. And also you can suggest to me what you think can cure my dandruff, or what you think can help me in managing my dandruff. Even though I'm doing my own research, maybe you've had an experience and you've healed through it. I don't really like over-the-counter medicines. I want herbs. I just love to use herbs. So if you would recommend anything for me, please consider recommending herbs for me. So if you have any recommendations, please let me know in the comments below so that I do my research on them and then try them out myself. Till next time, bye.